What's up, guys? I'm just making another video on my Ranger here. Been sitting around for a few days with my foot, but I decided to go ahead and work on it and get some things done. I'm gonna try to get the transmission the new mount put on it today. The mount is from Rick's Rangers on eBay. I think it runs about $80 to $90, and what it does is raises up. It's just a new mount, and it just is a slim mount, so it's giving you more ground clearance. It's pretty simple to install as far as I can see. I'm going to take you under the vehicle now and kind of show you what you're going to need to do to get this original transmission off. So there's one bolt right here that faces down. Obviously you're going to have to get the nut off of that. You don't have to put a wrench on it or anything. And then there's two bolts right here that actually hold it to the transmission. Before you loosen those, you need to make sure you have some sort of jack on the transmission. I haven't exactly decided where I'm going to put that at yet. But you're going to need to take those off as well. And then you're going to come around to the other side here. There's going to be two more bolts. Let me get under here, hold on. There's going to be two bolts right here that need to come off as well. So I'm going to put a jack under the transmission now, since I have these three bolts pretty loose. I left this one on here so it didn't drop all the way down. And then I'll snap another video of installation here. I'll probably get these bolts off real quick. Okay, here's a stock Ford transmission mount for the Ranger. I decided to show you guys when it's out of the car because it's a little more easy to explain. There's one bolt right here. This is the hardest one to get off. I used the breaker bar on that and it came off pretty relatively easy. Here's the two bolts that bolt to the transmission. Make sure you have these. Make sure you have the transmission jacked up before you unbolt this. And then there's two on this side. These ones you're gonna have to hammer to just knock the bolts out because they're gonna hold it up because of how it is. But there's the stock one. Relatively easy to actually take off. I was expecting a little more work, but it came off pretty easy. When you're under the car, I'd recommend wearing safety glasses just because if it's like mine, it's got a lot of dirt and stuff under there. So there's the stock one, and then I'll go to test fit the new one and see how it fits, and I'll let you guys know. Okay, here's the new transmission mount from Rick's Rangers. As you can see, it's a lot thinner in comparison. So this just gives you a ton more ground clearance here. And this side does mount differently, but I think when I was looking at it, there's a hole already made for that bolt there. So this should give you a lot more ground clearance, and it's a lot less bulky. So if I run into any problems, I'll let you know, but I think it's going to be pretty straightforward. Okay, I just finished up doing the transmission, raised transmission mount from Rick's Rangers. I'm going to crawl under here and check it out. As you can see there, it gives you a lot more clearance. It's sitting well above the frame rail. It was a little harder than I expected. I ended up taking the mount off of the tranny and bolting it to the Crossmember before I installed it. So that was the hardest thing. And then when you are putting the mount or the Crossmember back in, you need to angle it, and I ended up having to hammer it to get it to actually slide up in there. But overall, it wasn't too bad. You do have to drill out the bolt holes for the side here, and but that's really easy. Other than that, it went really easy, not too hard. All the bolts came off pretty easy. I'd rate the install probably like a 5 out of 10. You need to have a 19 socket, 18 socket, 19 wrench, 16 socket and 16 wrench to be able to get it all done. You need to make sure you have a floor jack so you can hold the tranny up when you do remove the entire cross member. Just don't put that stress on your transmission. But other than that, it wasn't too bad. It definitely gives you a lot more clearance. So if you're looking to do it, I say just hop on it. It took me probably maybe an hour and a half total. Putting it back on was a little harder, but it definitely wasn't too big of a deal. I'll be doing the Rick's radius arm relocation up next, and then the QA1 coilover front conversion for the Ranger up after that probably. And then I have a video coming out I don't know, of me painting the truck sometime, hopefully in 2020, but it might be in the spring. But other than that, that's what I did today. Like I said, it wasn't too bad. Definitely creates a lot more clearance for the guys that are trying to lay out if you're bagged or just trying to get low static like I am. Just removes that big old clunky cross member. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, just comment down below. I'll be more than willing to help. I know Rick's Rangers. If you message him on Facebook, in the Drop Rangers page, he's in there. He'll definitely help you as well. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you're putting off doing this project, I say just to hop on it and try it. It really wasn't too bad at all. But I'll see you guys on the next one.